I mean, this guy, he even has the audacity to be like, hey guys, you should have seen what I whispered in the ear of Floyd Mayweather. And I'm thinking, you know what, Mr. Logan Paul, please shut the door. You are not that good of a boxer. Please. Ladies and gentlemen, what did we just watch? What did we just watch? Was the Logan Paul Mayweather fight a fixed fight? It certainly was legalized bank robbery. The rules were simple. No knockout, no technical knockout, no disqualification, therefore no contest, and no winners. But there were two winners tonight, guys. That is the Mr. Paul and the Mr. Mayweather. There was a lot of money made tonight with no knockout. It is bad for boxing when the Paul brothers are now the biggest names in the sport of boxing. There was spectacle, entertainment, but this was a lousy fight that just felt so fixed, and lots of money was made. In the end, after watching this, we have to ask ourselves, is it that Mayweather couldn't knock him out or just didn't want to? Why did this fight feel fixed? 1. Mayweather was throwing telegraphed shots. 2. Mayweather has better statistics against better opponents. 3. Mayweather's good enough to beat this guy with a knockout, and it didn't happen. What did we actually see on the day? Much like it was against Conor McGregor, Mayweather was the responsible boxer from the start. An easy two-step process. Number 1, let your opponent gas out. Step 2, punish him at the end. I mean, from round 1, Mayweather, he kept it loose, found his range, and he chose those openings and everything. But the front foot action really began in the middle of the game. In particular, in round 5, those spicy shots. I mean, Mayweather was adding the pressure. He drew Logan Paul into throwing those heavy punches like an amateur. And like an amateur, Logan Paul aimed for a moving head with arm punches. When he was flapping around there like a chicken hen in the outback of Australia on a hot sunny day. There was no strength behind those things, and Mayweather slipped them easily. Overall, at the end, still no victor. Look at this shot. Do you see how Mayweather just pops down, loading that left hook? I mean, we can all see that coming. And then bam, like a tiger out of the reeds in the Jungle Book, Mayweather comes out with his left hook that, you know, like Baloo or a balloon, I can't quite tell yet. Mr. Paul dodges it easy enough. I mean, Mayweather, you are helping this guy out. Mr. Mayweather, within striking distance. This is jab work. No, not today. Telegraph with the left hip and then just slotting up that left hook. And again, enough time for the Mr. Logan Paul to dodge it like a hero. Here we have a rib shot waiting to be taken. Mayweather has dodged the jab from the Logan Paul, who has his right hand down by his waist. How fantastic. Mayweather could have easily given that guy a penetrating liver shot or a knockout uppercut. I mean, both were there. Neither one were taken. And here, if you look closely, it kind of looks like Mayweather hits Logan hard and then catches him behind the shoulder to stop him from falling. Folks, please tell me, is this a fixed fight or not? Look at Logan Paul here, standing there like an Adonis. That's right, standing there like an Adonis, guard down by the waist, the jaw just waiting there. I don't know, Mr. Mayweather, what do you mean you can't hit him? I mean, light work? This isn't even pad work. Overall, Logan Paul had poor defense and just slipped a lot of telegraphed shots. I count this as Mayweather's third exhibition match, which is not strictly true. However, I just want to point out that against the Conor McGregor and the Tenshin Nasukawa, they are both better, more accomplished competitors than the Logan Paul. And yet Mayweather has the worst stats out of the three of them against the worst opponent here, the Logan Paul. And that just doesn't add up. Now folks, I don't want to be harsh here. Logan Paul is just not that good of a boxer. So I was quite surprised to see such... easily, of course, Mayweather beat him if this went on to points, which it didn't. But I just feel like he performed worse in this fight, despite the fact that he performed much better against much better opponents in the Conor McGregor and the Tenshin Nasukawa. Like, why is it that Logan Paul had a much better run for this one? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Finally, we all know that Mayweather was good enough to beat Logan Paul and for some reason just didn't. Now, to be fair to Mayweather, you know, he did say things like, "My name is money for a reason." And he is right when he says he has worked very hard to get to where he is, where he can throw these big money fights and not really care for it. It just, at the end, I still have to ask, was this fight fixed? Like, what did we actually just watch? We knew this wasn't going to be a great fight, but the letdown in quality, in my opinion, it rests in the palms of Mayweather. The $50 US that Showtime were looking to charge the viewers for this, I mean, people were expecting a much better quality fight. I mean, this guy, he even has the audacity to be like, "Hey guys, you should have seen what I whispered in the ear of Floyd Mayweather." And I'm thinking, you know what, Mr. Logan Paul, please shut the door. You are not that good of a boxer. Please. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight was probably the biggest money heist we have seen in a long, long time. This wasn't just an exhibition match, but it did look fixed. There was such lack of manipulation here from Mayweather upon his opponent. I'll certainly say that, folks. If you like the video, hit subscribe, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Well done.